side. Head stays up, hands stay low. I don't reveal what I know. I don't show off, I don't flex, I don't chase threats, I collect. Stand right here, I don't slide. If I say less, it's by design. I say once, I don't speak twice. I don't gamble, but I roll the dice. I don't rush plays, I let it sit. I don't force moves, I commit. I don't need noise to get respect. I don't throw shots, I stay direct. I don't leave gaps, I don't guess. When the pressure hits, I'm at my best.
Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to the post-game reaction of Colorado beating the Edmonton Oilers 2-1 in a skills competition. Now, for those that don't know, I was at the game. Yes, the wife bought tickets. Great game to see. I was there. I'm going to do it a little bit. I paid very close attention to the Edmonton power play, the Edmonton PK, the Edmonton goaltending. Those were three things I was focusing on. I took a video. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. The Oilers had a 5-on-4 for almost a full 2 minutes. And I recorded the entire 5-on-3. The Oilers had a 5-on-3 for a full minute and a half, minute and 35, minute 40 seconds. I took a video of it. I'm not going to show it here because I forgot to upload it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll be 100% honest with you. Not good. Not good. You know when I show you who's on the ice? The NHL.com on the ice and the numbers on the ice? That's what that looked like for the Edmonton Oilers 5-on-3 power play. Nobody was moving. You watched the video. If you watched the game, nobody was moving. The PK, the three guys that were on the PK could just sit in a triangle. Sit in their small triangle. They didn't have to rush anybody. They didn't have to put anybody out of position. They just had to stand in a triangle. Stand in a triangle because the Oilers were not doing anything. They weren't pressuring anything. It was Garbagino. Now, McKinnon gets nothing on the board. He scores a shootout winner. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I was very impressed. Very impressed with Connor Ingram. I think he might be the goalie the Oilers need to make a playoff push. I think he's going to be the goalie that could end the drought, as they say. He's quicker than I thought he was. He reads the play better than I thought he did. The TV, like sitting here in my living room, basement, whatever you want to call it, the camera doesn't do justice what I saw in person. Remember, I do eye tests more than I do anything else. I don't trust what pundits say over anything. I trust my own eyes. I don't care what Corsi says. Corsi who? Goals above expected, save above bullshitness. I use my eyes. And my eyes told me last night that Connor Ingram battles for every puck. Looks around every screen. Goes to places, anticipates. So what looks like he's out of position, he's anticipating. Looked really good the entire game. From start to finish, he looked really good. The one goal that beat him, unfortunate giveaway from the defenseman. But it is what it is. It happens. Oilers came back, scored a goal, tied it up, went to shootout. The thing that I got a problem with the most is I said it in a video, in a short, right after the game while I was on the LRT station waiting for our train. The Colorado frauds are getting bounced in round one. May it be LA, may it be Anaheim, may it be Edmonton themselves, or may it be Utah. It could still possibly be Utah. They are going to get bounced in round one. They are frauds. And you know what one person had the fucking gall to tell me? Well, Colorado's without 5 players. No, I got proof. Here. You know I come with receipts. You know if you're going to talk shit, you better be willing to back it up. This is what I got on TikTok. Avs are missing 5 guys out of their top 2 lines. Wow. So what you're telling me is Nietzsche wasn't there. McKinnon wasn't there. Landeskog wasn't there. Colton wasn't there. So that's 4 guys, right? So, right? You're telling me that all those guys were not there? I must have just been dreaming when I saw Nietzsche, Landeskog, and McKinnon on the same line together. I must have been dreaming. Oh yeah, Brock Nelson too, because he's a top 6 guy. He wasn't there either, right? Brock Nelson wasn't there. McKinnon wasn't there. Nietzsche wasn't there. Landeskog wasn't there. Man, I must have been dreaming all those guys playing 35 minutes and up. I must have been dreaming Devon Toews played 40 minutes in regulation. I must have been dreaming that. It must have just been my eyes playing tricks on me. Buddy, if you're going to lie, make it a better one. I'll tell you who was out, though. I got proof for it. Oh, that's 2. 2 guys. You want to see the Oilers lineup that was out? Janmark, Dickinson, Hyman, Draisaitl, Jones. Pretty big name players. 3 out of the 5 are pretty big name players for this Edmonton team. But yeah, don't let my facts hurt your feelings there, Claude Levaz. Hey Claude, don't let my facts hurt your feelings. Colorado's a bunch of frauds. They're going to be out in round 1. If they're lucky, they'll make it to round 2 where Minnesota or Dallas is just going to put the boots to them. Their goaltending sucks. They also had a power play in overtime. Sure, they hit posts. Who cares? Oilers hit 5 of them. They hit 5 of them. Posts are part of the net. Posts are a save. It's not a goal. Get mad at me all you want, guys. I'm just spitting facts here. Colorado's not that scary. Now, for those of you that are upset that the Oilers lost this game, boo-hoo. I got a lot of new graphics coming for the channel, though. A lot of good video footage, a lot of new graphics. To the point where somebody commented on the YouTube side as well, said, hey, if you don't think Colorado is that good, put your money where... I did. I will. I'll put my money where my mouth is. You match it. You pick the number. You know who you are. I'm not going to put you on blast because you came at me with as a decent human being. I also like the fact that Colorado fans bring up the 9-1 beatdown in November. But do they forget what happened in March when the Oilers went to Colorado and put the boots to them? No, you don't talk about that, right? No, you can't talk about that. Can't talk about that. The Oilers beating Colorado in Colorado. No, you got to talk about November when the Oilers were shit on a shingle and ready to fold the entire team. Newsflash for you Colorado fans. Everybody beats Edmonton in October, November. Everybody beats Edmonton October, November. Very little people put the boots to the Oilers February, March, April, May, June. Only team to beat Edmonton in May and June, Florida. Everyone else, the bye-byes. So anyways, Oilers still have a chance to win first in the Pacific Division. It's going to take hope and a prayer, but hey, if Seattle does a job for the Oilers, a little bit of inside job, hey, captain of Seattle used to be an Edmonton Oiler there. Hey, Eberle, let's get some retribution. Let's get some anger out of you and your team. Seattle beats Vegas. Vegas gets 0 points. It's got to be in regulation. If Seattle beats Vegas, then Edmonton beats Vancouver on Thursday. Oilers clinch first in the Pacific Division. They get to play Utah. Or could they play LA if LA jumps Utah? Ooh, that would be something. That would be something. If LA jumps Utah, we got Edmonton, LA. First round matchup. Home ice advantage to the Oilers. I don't think it's going to happen. I think if Edmonton does get first, they're playing Utah. And then it'll be Vegas, Anaheim. LA is going to Colorado. And as much as I don't want to say this, LA will beat Colorado in a 7-game series. Sorry, if you're an Avs fan and hearing this, sorry to hurt your feelings. Those are the facts. And I'm going to comment a little bit on this as well. What you're on, 91 points wouldn't even be in the playoffs in the East. Why are you talking about the East? Why don't you go through history where the West has been so dominant? It would take, if we went 1 through 16 in the last decade, how many top 16 teams would be West and how many top 16 teams would be East? And you'd be shocked to see the majority of the teams coming out of the playoff divisions, if it was 1 through 16 NHL league-wide, 11 to 12 would always beat out of the West. 11 to 12 would always beat out of the West. But again, don't let my facts hurt your feelings there, tough guy. McDavid said it was a division of pillow fight. Yes, this year, absolutely. This year has been probably the wackiest year I have ever seen, ever, in my life of watching hockey. My 41 years of watching hockey. This year has been an anomaly of anomalies. The LA Kings come into the playoffs on a losing record. Should never happen. It shouldn't. LA does not deserve to be in the playoffs. Calgary deserves it better. They have more wins in regulation. So if I'm the NHL, I'm going to have to rethink this standing system and rethink the playoff structure. Something's got to be done. But hey, I did get this awesome graphic. And I will show you this because I think it's pretty damn cool. We're going to take off the goal horn. I think it's pretty cool. Excuse me, I want to see you play for a second here. I thought it was hilarious. Connor McDavid goal horn. Connor McDavid goals, can't really say goal song, but just goal graphic. Captain Connor. Anyways, guys, Oilers do lose 2-1 in a shootout. Roslovic gets stopped. McKinnon scores on Ingram again. Skills competition doesn't count in playoffs, folks. The 3-on-3 bullshit doesn't happen in playoffs. Not worried about it. If you're an Oilers fan, you're in the playoffs, just have a healthy lineup. Draisaitl will be ready game 1. Hyman sounds like he might play on Thursday. I will leave this with a caveat. And I'll leave this with the question to you. If Vegas wins tomorrow, if Vegas beats Seattle on Wednesday, okay? If Vegas beats Seattle on Wednesday, you're the Edmonton Oilers knowing that you can't move up. There's no hope of you winning the Pacific Division. Do you then say, you know what? Rest. McDavid, rest. Hopkins, take the night off. McDavid night off. Hopkins night off. Nurse night off. Bush night off. Top guys get night off. We were already resting Hyman. We're already resting Draisaitl. Well, not resting with the injuries. They're not playing. Rest them. Here's the flip side to that. Here's the flip side to that very pretty coin. Let's say Vegas loses in regulation to Seattle. And this game means everything. This game means first place in the division, home ice round 1, home ice round 2. Do you say to Hyman, hey, you're 90%, 75%, put them on, let's go? Then you play your big boys. Obviously, Draisaitl not, because he won't play until the playoffs. But hey, you put your guys in, you put your best lineup out there you can put in. You drop the puck and win the game against Vancouver, and you're now first place in the Pacific Division. First time since 1983. Who says no to that? Anyway, my name's Matt, OilersFanReaction. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Greatly missed you guys in the live stream, but the game was fun. The atmosphere, talk about that a little bit later. I'm not sure how to feel about the Rogers Place atmosphere. It's not the atmosphere that I grew up watching at Rexall. It's not the atmosphere I went to 2 years ago when I went to several hockey games. Are Oilers fans content and lazy? It's another question I'll leave you guys. Are they content and lazy? Or are they that scared that this year might not be the year? Do Oilers fans actually believe the media hype that the Oilers are one and done? One round and done. I'll leave that with you guys. Deuces.